Hello, my friends, and welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing as well as possible. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you for joining us today. So, for this session, I wanted to create a distance Reiki session with ASMR elements that can hopefully help you relax, help you sleep if that's what you are looking for in the session, but really just to provide some supportive, soothing energy so that all of this healing work that we're doing can really work its way in, which is much easier when we're relaxed. Very often when we're relaxed, we aren't as resistant. We can kind of let things flow and move much easier with less resistance. So I'd like to start out by lighting a candle and setting our intention for this session. So if you would like to participate a little bit more, feel free to light a candle and set your intention along with me here today. The focus of today's session is going to be on one aspect that we spoke about in our previous session. Our previous session, if you missed it, was all about balancing self-acceptance with self-improvement. Thank you so much for all of your comments on that session. It always feels really nice when you share what you're moving through, especially as it pertains to the theme of the session. That way, it seemed like that was a very supportive thing for you to receive. So it's always nice when that works out like that. So thank you for your comments and your feedback. It means a lot to me. So it seemed like a lot of you were moving through that struggle of trying to balance, wanting to improve and grow and learn, especially in this particular season that we're in right now. Scorpio season, a lot about transformation, doing shadow work, but then also, moving into the next few months. January is usually a time of beginnings and where we start to reevaluate and see how we want to do things differently. So hopefully this can be supportive, not just now, but moving forward. So balancing self-acceptance with self-work, self-improvement. And with that in mind, I wanted to provide some kind of encouragement for both aspects. So this is going to be more in support of the self-acceptance, self-love, and really the theme here for me is meeting yourself exactly where you are. So that's what we're going to be focusing on today. How can you meet yourself exactly where you are with love? So we have this natural coconut, I like that word, coconut, wax blend, and this is candied apple and fir. Candied apple and fir. Feel free to light your candle now. Gosh, it smells good. Very strong. On behalf of your highest, wisest, most empowered and aligned self, in loving comfort and perfect balance, I wish to conduct this distance Reiki session for self-acceptance, knowing your worth, and meeting yourself exactly where you are. Now, if you wish to set your own intention, as long as it's in service of your and everyone else's highest, wisest selves, I will honor that intention now. Lovely, you can always pause the session. It's the beauty of doing these sessions virtually like this. You can pause and set your own intention, or if there's anything that you would like to kind of move through in a slower way, take a little bit more time with, you can customize the session in that sense. Now we're going to start with a little bit of clearing using this selenite wand, and I'm going to start at your crown and move down. So gentle the sound. Starting at your crown and moving down. Up and swirling around your crown and moving down. This is a very gentle, clearing, purifying energy. If you've brought anything into this session, this can just sort of help to pull that away. Selenite is great because it's self-cleansing, so it's a nice one for just doing this kind of preliminary, initial kind of clearing. Very gentle. You don't have to cleanse the stone after using it. So much for those of you who joined the live stream. It was so wonderful. I absolutely love doing those live streams, and I will be doing live streams every new moon, as all things considered. My plan is to continue doing a live stream during the new moon just to kind of manifest together, check in, have this like lovely live chat interaction with you all, and just a space where you can chat with each other as well. It's really, really nice, and it's fun to hang out with kind of old friends and then new friends too. So thank you for everyone who joined. It's really lovely. And a few of you who weren't able to, just know that my plan is to do them every new moon. So just check out when the next new moon is, and expect a little notification from me in the week leading up to it. Might even be the day before, letting you know when I'm going to be doing it. Okay. Just lighting a little bit of this cedar wood incense. And I'm going to move this through your aura, doing a little further clearing, allowing this smoke to just cleanse your aura, clear and cleanse here. And if you have any kind of cleansing rituals that you like to do, whether that's using a different stone to clear or cleanse, using sage or Palo Santo, using a spray or a mist, I've missed you, or whatever it might be. Feel free to engage in whatever clearing that you like to. So engaging in whatever way you'd like, participating as much or as little as you'd like. This cedarwood incense is great for grounding, and then I like to use the smoke for clearing. So this is a really nice one for connecting in that way. While we do, this kind of energetic cleansing, it's also really nice to kind of know that we're also very grounded, that it's not sort of removing that stability and sense of centering. So I'm going to use this to draw the sacred Reiki symbols about a foot away from your heart center. Okay. Gorgeous. Wonderful. So now, if you are open to it, I'd like to take your hands, your right hand first, and I'm going to draw the symbols in the palms of your hands just to really activate this flow of healing energy here. And I'm going to do it very gently with this little amethyst point, so it's not going to hurt at all. It just feels very almost not ticklish, but just very gentle. Kind of a very satisfying, like when someone's tracing on your back or something like that. So I'm going to start with your right hand here. And I'm going to just draw in the palm of your hand. Just drawing the activation symbol. And I'm going to do the same thing in your left hand. Here we go. Okay. Lovely. So now we have a really nice energetic flow happening. There's this beautiful connection here. And what I'd like to do now is start to use a few different stones that are really in support of our theme here today. Meeting yourself exactly where you are. Really recognizing that wherever you are in your journey is exactly where you need to be. So we're going to start with a few stones. Been using Kumbhava jasper a lot, so I want to use that. I'd like to invite in this yellow calcite. I really want to use this for sending this lovely, empowering energy into your solar plexus. Really inviting in the sense that you know your self-worth, you know your sense of value, you're very comfortable and confident in your worth and your value. And I think really, there's something lovely about calcites, isn't there? Very tactile, very gemmy, this like waxy coating feeling on them, hard candy kind of feeling on them that I absolutely love. And there's a real, these kinds of vibrant yellow stones have a real happy, joyful quality to them. So with yellow and with this particular yellow calcite, we're really going to be calling in the energy of joy, tapping into that confident energy and really giving you a boost. So meeting yourself where you are, amethyst is going to be great for that. So we have that here. Little amethyst points. And I wanted to invite in this sunstone, which is a great combination of these kind of like darker flecks and these golden flecks. And as a result, I think there's this real energy in this stone, which is associated with leadership and confidence and entrepreneurship and being independent and resilient. It's very kind of like standing on your own sort of stone. But with this dark and then these golden flecks, it's kind of like even through the darkness, we can find the light kind of vibe. So I wanted to bring that in, another sunny stone. And then citrine, little citrine points. Citrine is great for prosperity and abundance. It's often associated with manifestation, specifically manifesting something that has to do with career, finance. But I wanted to use it. This one has a little bit of a rainbow kind of flash in it. I wanted to use this one just for buoyant, sunny, confident energy. Really reconnecting with your sense of worthiness, that you're worthy to follow your dreams, you're worthy to chase all of the things that you want in your life, that you have a sense of worthiness that can then propel us into this growth that we'll be covering in our next session. And then 2 other heart-based stones. This is a pink tourmaline, and it's a piece of raw pink tourmaline. This is a really lovely stone for balancing the heart center, and then a Botswana Agate. So Botswana Agate is great for support it's great for comfort, very comforting stone. It's another stone similar to Kumbaba that I love to use for it's a great one for soothing and support during a transition in your life, whatever that might be. Botswana is great for that, quelling fears. It's a lovely stone, and generally the vibe of Botswana is very supportive stone. So I thought that would be a really nice little grid for us to start off with here. And we'll go on ahead and begin doing a little bit of a scan, and then we will start placing our stones, moving through with some of these stones, sending this healing energy through time and space. So, I'm going to start out moving the crown of your head, just moving here, seeing what is here. Okay. Lovely. Seems like you've been working on your self-expression. You feel really balanced right now. We're going to be focusing on the solar plexus and the heart chakra for this video. And maybe we'll do a little bit of work in the roots, grounding a little bit more, so that you feel a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more centered and balanced, protected and safe. With that in mind, I'm going to start by placing a few stones outside of your hips. I'm going to be using a river stone and placing this outside of your left hip here, just outside of your left hip. And then I have this piece of petrified wood. I'm going to be placing this outside of your right hip, outside of your right hip, left hip, right hip. So just doing a bit of grounding there. I'm going to place my hands on your hips here and just send some really grounding energy into this space. You want to, as I do this, just imagine warm, glimmering lights swirling in through your nose or mouth as you inhale, and swirling and swimming down your body into the bowl at the base of your torso, swirling and swimming down into your base or your root chakra, just sending this healing energy into the space. Gorgeous. Lovely. And now let's move through with a few other stones. I'm going to start with this sunny yellow calcite and this Kumbaba jasper. Really want to invite in a balance and self-love and self-acceptance and kind of the melding of these two. And hopefully with this yellow calcite and these kind of sunnier stones, we're inviting in a sense of the kind of permission to tap into joyful, playful energy through all of this that you're moving through. Whatever it is, I know we're all moving through so many different things. So sending this energy floating towards you, sending healing, supportive energy, helping you feel a deep sense of self-love, giving you permission to understand and connect with your value, your worth. Because where you are right now is exactly where you need to be. It's where you're supposed to be, with all of the many varied aspects and challenges that you're moving through, with all of the coping mechanisms and devices that you might have right now, that you might judge yourself for, that others might judge you for. All of these things are still part of your story. And I think it doesn't mean we want to kind of luxuriate in those and sit in those forever, no, but I think we have to just accept that we're human, and you have to just say, this is all parts of me. I think the easiest way towards kind of manifesting a life that we want is to be really clear about the life that you're living right now. See where you are and really meet yourself there, and recognize exactly the behaviors that you're engaging in, how you are, and all of that, what you're doing, what your habits are, what your tendencies are, what your responses or reactions are to things. Be really clear about all of that, because only from there can we recognize what we want and what we don't want, and then we can try the cycle of releasing those that we don't want, whether that's through like a lunar cycle, moon practice, or whatever it might be, through part of your own personal practice, and then calling in and manifesting what we do want. I have to sneeze. So it's only once we recognize and accept where we are that we can start to call in what we want, really start to recognize where we are, recognize where we want to be, and then just do our best to move in the direction of where we want to be. And for some of you, that gap might be bigger than others. For some of you, you might be embarking on this journey, for the first time, of self-discovery, self-acceptance, self-improvement, self-love, self-worth, any kind of spiritual aspect of your healing journey, any aspect of healing that you're engaging in. And so we just have to recognize that, once we decide what we want, it's much easier to then start to reject things that aren't moving towards that aren't in alignment with that life, that goal, that thing we do want. And just recognizing that exactly where you are right now is exactly where the writer of your story would place you. How you are, how you're behaving, the way that you're doing things is exactly the way that the narrator of your story would be describing your character in their journey. You are exactly where you need to be. And if we can start to trust that and just say, I'm not perfect, invite humility in, I'm human. We're all doing the best that we can. I'm doing the best that I can for where I am right now. And just recognizing and accepting that. And just recognizing and accepting that where you are right now, with maybe all of your flaws and quirks and whatever that might be, your challenges, your coping mechanisms, the things that you've done to protect yourself that maybe you don't need anymore. But wherever you are, whatever you're engaging in, whatever you're doing, however you're showing up, especially those things that make it harder for you to accept and love yourself, those things, where you are right now, that's part of your story. And exactly where you are right now, you are worthy of love. You are worthy of care and compassion and belonging, just as you are right now. And then from that foundation, then we can move and grow and learn and all of that. But you're okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. You're okay. You're okay. I'm going to move through with our sunny stones. The sunstone and this citrine. Just sending this beautiful energy through your aura. Place these right here, one above your belly button, this citrine, and one beneath your belly button, the sunstone. Lovely. And now I'm going to move through with this pink tourmaline and our Botswana Agate. Coming in through the heart space, moving through the heart space. Staying about 6 inches away from your body. So, this love, the love of the universe, love all around you, the love that you have for others, the love that others have for you, the love of Mother Earth, the love of the cosmos, coming in and swirling around your heart center, providing warmth, comfort, and support. Really tapping into this connection. If there was a mantra I would suggest for this week for you, anytime you're starting to feel maybe disconnected or bad, or if shame starts to come in any way, or you're starting to, I don't know, be unkind to yourself, beat yourself up. And just place your hands on your heart and just whisper to yourself or aloud, I am love. 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 Gorgeous. I'm just going to place these two stones at your heart center there, allowing this energy just to flow in. Flow in. Supportive, comforting, healing energy. Just inviting the sense of acceptance for exactly where you are. I'm now going to place my hands on your solar plexus. Send this beautiful warm light into this space. So now if you would like to join me and place your hands 2 to 3 fingers beneath or above your belly button, and just send gorgeous glimmering light into this space. Warm healing light. Warm healing light. Warm healing light. 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 Warm healing light. 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 You are confident. You are strong. You are capable. You are resilient. You are powerful. You are worthy. You have great value. You are sunny and vibrant. And now I'm going to hover my hands outside of your heart center and send this glimmering green light, warm, comforting light into your heart space, hovering a few inches outside of your heart space here, sending this gorgeous energy. You are loved. You are loving. You are cared for. You are compassionate. You are forgiving. You are forgiven. You are loved. You are love. You are love. Now as I hover one hand outside of the heart, I'm going to place my other hand on the solar plexus, sending a balanced energy into these two spaces, balancing these two beautiful wheels of energy. Confidence, love, acceptance, forgiveness, worthiness, compassion. Using the energy of one to fill the other. Using the energy of the other to fill the one. Sending a beautiful, enveloping energy into this space. Inviting balance. Creating a beautiful foundation for the work that you're about to embark upon. Lovely. I'm going to use the rattle to shake things up a little bit. And so close here, and then we will do our closing affirmations. Thanks for sticking around this long. Starting at the crown, we're going to move all throughout your aura. You are divine. You are connected. You are expressive. You are loved. You are worthy. You are creative. And you are emotionally balanced. You are grounded. You are safe. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you have a beautiful rest of your day or night. And until I see you again, be so well. Can you come up on the pillow? She just wants cuddles. Come on, Mama. For today's video, I just wanted to do a little chakra activation. And just doing a little bit of balancing and aligning. But this is a new kind of video for me. I usually speak directly to the collective instead of the individual, so that always happens when I'm trying to do it like up here. Perspective. Maybe your perspective on things is a little clouded at the moment. I'm not sure if that resonates with you, but that's what I'm getting here. I love metallic sounds. There's like clicky clacky sounds, but it does have kind of a funny smell. I'm not gonna lie, when I first used it I was like, oh, what is that? But Amethyst is a really great spiritually aligned stone. It can help with clarity, mental fog, really helps us see soberly. Invite some more mindfulness and some of this energy work